guys, it's Ivan. Today I'm gonna talk about the inequalities of the world. Mainly because why should you care? My topic is about political stratification and why should you care? Political stratification is the division of power between the middle class, the lower class, and the upper class. Why should you care about this? Why should you care if people are richer than you? Why should you care if people are more powerful than you? Global inequalities are all so natural.
According to the left, all inequality in America is due to victimization. They start by claiming that all non-white people in America are victims of white privilege. Then come women. They're all victims of the patriarchy. Then come gays and lesbians and the transgendered. They're all victims of our heteronormative and homophobic society. But what if you haven't actually been victimized by anybody? That doesn't matter. To the left, so long as you feel victimized, you're a victim.
And so you look at something like the idea of equity, which is equality of outcome rather than equality of opportunity. On the surface of it, it seems perfectly reasonable to say, well, if every resource isn't distributed absolutely equally to every group, then the system is unfair.
You've heard the phrase a lot lately, democratic socialist. It's suddenly very common on the left. Bernie Sanders has called himself a democratic socialist. So has New York congressional candidate Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. But what is democratic socialism?
You're not supposed to covet your neighbor's property. That's what socialism is about. That's why everybody is constantly talking about income inequality. Why the hell should you care whether the guy who lives next door is rich? If you're doing great, why do you care if the guy next door to you is rich? The income inequality between you and Bill Gates is massive, for sure. But are you suffering? The answer is no. The question isn't whether somebody's earning more than you. The question is whether you are suffering. The question is whether you are poor.
In some utopian world, it isn't fair because surgeons save more lives than shortstops. Okay, that's just a fact. But it doesn't matter. In a free society, shortstops will make more than teachers and surgeons and nurses and all people doing sweet and good things. That's just the way it is, and it's okay. Why would it bother me? If they make their money legally and ethically, why do I care? I don't care. They care because they covet.
You're trying to rise above the mediocre masses every time you make an effort at anything. And so everything that we associate positive movement forward here, positive motivation, is actually an attempt to render the world more unequal. Now, you're rendering it unequal in a just way, right? Because we might say, well, if you work really hard, you deserve an unequal outcome. It's also partly because men do all the horrible, dangerous jobs, the ones where there's a high chance of dying. Men are much more likely to work outside. Men are much more likely to move in pursuit of a career opportunity. There are lots of reasons that men and women differ in terms of their income, but if you're an ideologue, you can only handle one variable. Oh, men and women measured en masse don't have the same incomes, therefore the system is corrupt.
Many people believe that the election of a black president would advance America to a new era of racial harmony. That belief proved to be mistaken. In retrospect, it was naive to think that a single event, even the election of a black president, would wash away a stain so deeply ingrained in our culture. Worse, when it comes to judging black behavior, even facts don't matter. All that matters is the skin color of the teenager and the skin color of the cop. Well, not in my world. If a white cop kills a white kid, the facts matter. If a black cop kills a black kid, the facts matter. If a black cop kills a white kid, the facts matter. And if a white cop kills a black kid, the facts matter. To suggest anything else is to perpetuate discrimination, the very thing that those who espouse social justice claim to want to end. Anyone, whether white or any other color, who excuses blacks for bad behavior just because they are black, obviously doesn't consider blacks their equal.
Politics is natural. Inequalities are natural. Everything in this chapter is natural. You don't need to be an activist to fight inequality. The best way to fight inequality is through hard work and voluntary transactions. You know, free market. That's why I'm a conservative. I hope this whole vlog is good enough. Just as a background.